Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we the real Hebrew Israelites come in, week out, day in, day out. The prophets started downfall and destruction of America, also known as Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures. Before we get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to YAHAWAH,
HALALYAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH.
Double honor to the apostle that was a great millstone rule. Shalom, Bakir. We the brothers from the Gms Cleveland Church. All right. Back with this lesson. So like, what's the name of it again?
Ease plans are exposed.
Ease plans are exposed. So we're gonna go into this chat GTP from this channel that the beloved brother got, Zay Speak Truth on YouTube. And it's the title of it is Trump's Digital Dollar. All right, so it says, how exactly will our lives change with the genius law passed and a digital dollar? Right? So it says, so that's a question that was being posed to ChatGPT, I'm guessing. And it says, pilot programs will start quietly. You might start getting offers like claim your $500 digital rebate in your new U.S. digital dollar wallet. Faster tax refunds. Sign up for your federal wallet.
Yeah, to suck you into it. You always throw the bait out there and make it, just a more convenient way and get rewards for it. Go ahead.
It says it will feel like a reward, but it's baked to get you into the system early. Right? So it's go down to, it says your money could be smart. Programmable money means your funds could expire if not spent by a deadline. E.g., it says UBI incentives be restricted to certain merchants, items, or regions.
Hey, man, ain't that some bullshit? Your fucking money, if you don't spend it, they can just take your shit.
Yeah.
That's why that's the name perfect. Your chat DBT is exposing you, bro. Go ahead.
It says be restricted to certain merchants, items, or if I'm mistaken, I think they passed the legislation in Ohio with the food stamps. With them, when you can't buy like particular junk food.
Robert F. Kennedy.
Right, so that's how the system gonna be. People are already on that system. You know what I'm saying? If you were part of, these different government subsidies and the things that you get from the devil is already like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, not to the extent to where your shit will expire. You know what I'm saying? But being restricted. That's why I mentioned the situation with the food stamps. You being restricted from buying junk food. You know what I'm saying? It says, oh my God, bro. Be restricted to certain merchants, items, or regions. Meaning you can't, and it's like there's too, even with the electronic benefits, like the Ohio stamps. Certain people on you can't go in the store and buy used food stamps. Like the store right there by Camp. I forget what it's called. It's like a grocery store by Planet Fitness. Plums. They don't sell food stamps. Them niggas accept straight cash. So I'm just giving examples of being restricted already. It says be frozen or limited based on government decisions or flags. That's an example right there, even with the food stamp shit. So this gonna deal with the currency, the money. It says you won't own your digital money like you own cash or Bitcoin. You will assess it under conditions.
Yeah, that and see, and this is what if brothers remember, it was a video called Prison Planet. It was done by this Edomite lady. Her name Catherine Austin Fitz. She done a video. It's called The Prison Planet, and she was literally speaking about this. It was a couple years ago. She was talking about how everything is going to be linked to a certain currency where they'll make it pretty much like coupons, to where like they can do what the article was speaking about, the brother reading about, and now you starting to see it coming more and more into play. See, the stuff that Esau puts out there, like you might read an article from like a couple years ago, and then you would just start to see it coming to fruition like now. You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that we've been reading throughout the year. That's how this nigga work. Yeah, he work at like gradualism. You know what I'm saying?
And knowledge is increasing. You know what I'm saying? Him, because that's how he had the ability to do that.
Yep.
You know, with this digital shit, and he controlled the frequencies. You know what I'm saying? I.e., radio waves. You know what I'm saying? So, the increase in the technology. But
and that's also how he justifies his self too. So at least I put the information out there for y'all.
Yep. And brother brought that out as well. It's called the method of revelation, or revelation of the method. You know.
I'm gonna keep reading this. It says 5. This is on the Zay Speak Truth channel on YouTube. Trump Digital Dollars. He did. It says 5. Surveillance will be built in. Your spending will create a financial profile that can flag you for suspicious activity. Be shared across agencies. Salaki, you said you had a precept name.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 23:3. So be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. You know, and that's what this is all really. You're trying to do like you did a seabed. Trying to entice you with gifts and things to participate or partake in the damn circus, man. But the result's gonna end up biting you in the butt. But what he's doing, you talked about earlier in the car. He's trying to round it like gradually. He's gonna be rounding everybody up little by little. Yep. It's great numbers, but little by little in increments, man. And you're eventually gonna be the ones who are gonna want to live a little bit longer, as opposed to the ones who are like, no, I ain't with it.
Yep. It says, your spending will create a financial profile that can flag you for suspicious activity. And that's a broad term. Like, what the fuck is what do you deem suspicious? We need to go into this shit. What does he deem suspicious activity? What do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna set the standard for what's suspicious? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that? And then real quick, you got it. Like they'll tell you, like, them audit motherfuckers, the Long Island audit niggas, they be auditing the police and the government and shit. They'll tell you, man, I hate this.
Calls, reasonable calls and something like that.
We'll come back. Go ahead, Elder.
But I think, also too, like when you transfer around money, they ask you like, what is the purpose for this for? Yeah. And they could just use that transaction as a call for an investigation, man. Like, why did you send you $100 at 2:00 in the morning? Like, crazy, boy. Because
this the thing about suspicious, like I was mentioning, I'm sure I was talking with the audit niggas. When the police come up on them, and they from them recording the precinct, and come out there and say, why you recording? You know what I'm saying? It says look suspicious, and it says suspicious of a misdemeanor or a felony. In reference to that's not a crime just because it's suspicious. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
who deems it?
That's crazy. It says,
and it's a broad term. You can say anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even this, and that's why I mentioned this too, because you can be doing something lawful and they'll say it's suspicious. Because the point is, with the auditors, they have a camera and they exercise their constitutional right, but they saying it's suspicious. So even if you're doing something lawful, they can deem it suspicious. Like,
but the crazy part about it is, suspicious is not a crime.
That's the point. As he said. He said it's suspicion of misdemeanor or felony. That's what they ask the cops. But it says flag you for suspicious activity, be shared across agencies. It give examples: IRS, DOJ, DHS. It says determine access to services, credit, or opportunities. Even if you're not doing anything wrong. Like, wow. You know what
Right,
I'm
because
saying?
look, we
Go
get
to
to
that.
a certain point, like they talk about, with child support, right?
Yeah.
Like, why me driving a car, having a official license, having to do anything to take care of my child, man?
Right.
Just because, we ain't together don't mean that I'm not capable of taking care of my child. What I gotta do is, like with certain regular everyday aspects of life, man. I can't go hunting and go fishing or can't get a hunting or fishing license because of something that you put in law or the color of law,
It says, even if you're not doing anything wrong, the system will be watching everything. It says, more control under emergencies. In times of economic crisis, war, or pandemic, the government can limit withdrawals, redirect payments, or freeze assets for public safety. You may have no say. It'll be written into the system.
We will have no say.
Right, because suppose when your family get locked up during these times, right, or whatever, and you got the money to bail them out, like, no, you can't bail them out just because, even though you got the money, even though they have a right to due process,
That's what they been talking about this whole time. This devil on total control. You got a God complex, man. You have no say. You will own nothing and be happy. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
He got like one more left.
It says, this isn't hypothetical. Canada did this to protest, but China does this every day. This is what the Genius Act sets the foundation for, a compliant, traceable, and eventually programmable dollar rolled out by private actors to avoid the CBDC label with government back-end control. It won't look like tyranny at first. It will look like innovation, safety, and convenience. But over time, it becomes a soft prison. You can't escape without being flagged.
Right, so it's like that was a little long, but that broke down a lot of things right there. There's a lot of meat on that right there, man. But as you can see, like I said, the ChatGPT is doing the heavy lifting for us, man, as far as scoping out the information and stuff like that and getting straight to it. But yeah, man, the brother just read, man, this wealth transfer, or you know what I'm saying? Yes, basically wealth transfer, man. All right, of you people's livelihoods, man, because now with the stablecoin and Genius Act, all right, even that bitch, what's her name? Taylor Green or some shit like that. It's Edomite. She could be a J. You know
Mallory Taylor Green.
Yeah. She said that was mark of the beast, and she said how that was gonna take over people's privacy, man, for spending and control of it, man. Okay, so yeah, this is what you people, while you're paying attention to whether or not Trump was at the Epstein parties doing the free calls and shit like that, they throwing that shit in your face, and this nigga passing them laws to do this shit, man. So now, like I said, we're constantly at that door of a cashless society like China, man. Get that scripture.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse number 1 or 3.
No, 16:3. Get straight to it.
3. It says, and in the morning it will be foul weather today. For the skies red and lowering, O ye hypocrites. Ye can discern the face of the sky, but cannot ye discern the things of the times?
Right.
Signs of the times?
Right. You people can't discern the signs of the times, man. You don't know what times we're in. You still think things are going to bounce back, rebound, and stuff like that. No, we're in a whole other world right now. We're transferring over from America to the new world, man. Okay, and you people can't even see it, man. All right, you got that distractions out there. Get your scripture.
Michael 2:1. The woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is the power of their hand.
Right. So this damn Edomite Esau, okay, he got Trump for he's following the plans that leads to a T, man. That's why brothers be saying, especially the apostles, and saying I don't see nobody else but Trump doing this shit, man, because he make things happen quick. He ain't even been there a year and he's already getting all this shit done, man. Okay, they say the pen is mightier than the sword. All right, and this dude proving it. He's proving that shit, man. Okay, and like I said, man, these dudes getting all these laws passed, wise distraction after distraction. All right, and the next thing you know, you people you're slaves. You're slaves already, but he got y'all people on lock, man. What scripture I said?
Yeah, Job.
Yeah, get that.
This is Job chapter 20, and I'm gonna start from Job 20 and 20. Job 20 and 20. It says, you said 20 and 20 or 2022?
20 and 22.
This is Job 20 and 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Right, and his fullness is sufficient, meaning he's coming to that new order, like Nimrod, Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay, all these guys throughout history, they wanted to bring forth a new order. They just what they doing now. America's no different. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yeah, newest, oldest, Cologne. Go ahead.
It says, every hand of the wicked shall be upon him.
Right, the Lord's gonna throw a monkey wrench in there and cause things to be disrupted in this new order. And it said, where we read again?
It says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Right, now the word wicked goes back to the Hebrew word amel, which means labor.
Amal.
Amal. Okay, and the laborers are coming against them. Okay, they pointing out how this is. Go to that real quick, because they pointed out how Trump is stealing people's livelihoods, and the laws that he's passing are unconstitutional. Get that real quick. Oh yes, like go ahead.
Yeah, one more verse. It's 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. He shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Yeah, going into what? When he saws pretty much, he feels like he's about to fulfill what his new world order, or he's about to fulfill all his agendas, his goals. The Heavenly Father is going to send YAHAWAH, Lord Savior of the world, ignorantly called Jesus, to come back and then to destroy it and to like I said, disrupt this man's plans, because he don't see nothing happening with his plans. This man actually see him fulfilling his plans, but he don't understand that the Lord coming back, man. It's like I said, to foil those plans.
Yeah, that's in Job. We talk about he not perform his enterprise.
Yeah.
Oh, you just read that?
No, it was
Anybody else want to say something before we get into this?
I got a precept.
I read it.
It's a second Esdras. This is second Esdras 13 and 37. And this my son should rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are falling into the tempest. So like you said, Amar, YAHAWAH is coming to disrupt the inventions.
Yes.
It just said the son, it says, and this my son is YAHAWAH. And when you read up in the chapter, and this is my son, it's breaking it down, but it says, and this is my son should rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations. Yeah, so that's a part of that.
Yeah, those inventions that this nigga created, it goes into a lot of his inventions. It goes into, first and foremost, the idolatry, but it goes into what the technology that he's using to come up against the people and to come up against Yahweh Shah, because he's using AI in a way to try to debunk the truth or throw a snare over the minds of the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we know ultimately you're gonna use that technology to come against Yahweh Shah, the second coming. When the Lord makes that second coming, he's actually gonna use the technology to try to fight against the Lord, man. What you got?
Right. That's real. Yeah, Psalm 37:7 says, rest in Yahweh and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
Oh, right. Oh, real quick, big guy. It says fret not. When you go to that word fret, it's gonna say worry. Another synonym for that. Right? It's gonna say worry. So when you look at the word fret, it's gonna say worry. So you ain't supposed to worry yourself against the evildoers, man. Why? Because we already know the end all be all result. This the game. This the playbook. Like when you watch that movie Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga he went back into time, and then he got the
almanac.
That almanac. That nigga knew everything that was gonna happen, man. So with this, we know the past, present, and future. We already know that this nigga ain't gonna win, man. It's like watching a playoff game and you watching a rerun. You already seen the game, but this is a replay. You already know the Cavs gonna beat these niggas or whoever.
Hey, and since you use the sports, if you think about it, you said the playbook, right? The only people that see the playbook is who? The players. So you get to go over it, over it, over it. That when it's time to actually play the game, man, you on point with it.
Exactly. Good point.
If I can make a point real quick too, it says, pray not thyself because of him who prosper in the way because of the man who bring a wicked device to pass.
Mm-hmm.
People are really caught up in Esau's witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
All right, because he's proven over the years, that he's been able to make good on his word in some aspect of what he wants to achieve. And it is about gradualism. And people who are woke, so to speak, so-called woke, are not going to be deceived by that, man. It's really going to be the elect. Go ahead.
You said deceived and you said devices, right? It's the book of 2 Corinthians 2:11.
I thought you had Job, man. Good.
Wicked devices.
No, I'm about to deceive right here. Good.
It says, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we know that word Satan going to adversary, but it's talking about Esau, Edom. And we go into that word devices, it's going to take you to evil purpose or his thoughts. And we know his end all, be all, his main goals to get everyone to see it.
Yeah. Well, just like Deacon Frost said, it's the end game, Blade, and all things about to come crashing down this man.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why I said Trump is keep trying to deflect from his you know what I'm saying? What's really going down. But go ahead and get the
theatricality of deception.
What? And this dude Trump said when he got in office, I think it was last year or the time before, not too long back, when we first started to get elected. No, this year when he first started to get elected, a couple months he was in, he said he won't allow a digital currency with the American hands. Now look what his ass is doing, man.
Central bank.
Yeah,
he said he won't allow central bank.
Yup. Go ahead.
This is a Google search. Stablecoin will be by corporations. Yes, there's a growing trend of corporations considering issuing their own stable coins. And this is partly due to the recent passage of the Genius Act in the United States. The legislation provides a framework for regulating stable coin issuance. And some companies
that's key, issuing this stable coin. Who can, make the rules and who's going to create and stuff like that. Go ahead.
This legislation provides a framework for regulating stablecoin issuance, and some companies like Amazon and Walmart are exploring the possibility of launching their own. What are stablecoins? Stablecoins are digital currencies designed to maintain a stable value, often pegged to a flat currency like the US dollar. That's like a fiat currency, like the US dollar. Why will corporations issue them? Companies are looking at stablecoins as a way to potentially reduce transaction costs, offer new payment options to customers, and potentially streamline internal accounting and payments. What is the Genius Act? This act establishes a federal regulatory framework for stablecoin issuance, making it clear for companies to understand the rules and potentially encourage more participation.
Right, so corporations, all right, now, and it said it's equal to a stablecoin equal to $1 basically.
Yeah, that's right.
So it has no fluctuation of the value,
right?
Unlike cryptocurrencies like Bitcoins and shit, where you look at the markets and all those fucking numbers and now it's going down. Now this. No, it's gonna stay that amount, the same. It's gonna stay the same.
1-on-1.
Come. Was that it on that part? Okay. Now go to the other part. The other part I said you did. I'm gonna let y'all both get in there.
This is a Google search. Private corporations cannot issue currency. In the United States, private corporations cannot legally issue their own currency to circulate as money.
So what you just read, that these corporations, they're gonna start issuing stablecoin as a currency, man. And we're just reading this is unconstitutional. Go ahead.
That's why they're gonna get rid of the Constitution.
Yeah.
Because even in the Constitution, it tell you ain't supposed to have no money other than gold or silver. And even in the Constitution, I forget which, what is it?
The legal
amendment, whatever it's called. I forget which one exactly it was. You know what I'm saying, to the Constitution, but they literally say that. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it.
It says in the United States, private corporations. In the United States, private corporations cannot legally issue their own currency to circulate as money. The United States Constitution grants Congress the exclusive power to coin and regulate money.
Congress can exclusively regulate and coin money. We can decide what this money's going to be, how much it's going to be worth, and all that. In other words, go ahead.
Issuing private currency that is intended to circulate as money is prohibited by federal law, specifically the 18 U.S. Code 486, which makes it a criminal offense to issue paper currency or metal coins intended for use as currency.
This nigga's breaking the goddamn
law. That's why I was about to
goddamn.
say that. I was about to say that, bro.
No, finish up for your kid. Go ahead.
The United States Department of the Treasury's Bureau of Engraving and Printing is responsible for printing U.S. currency, while the U.S. Mint produces coins. Private banks do participate in the money creation process through lending, but they do not have the authority to print or issue physical currency.
Right, so this dude is just done. He didn't privatize digital on money, man. Okay, now if he would have went on the other route of what do you call that, the CBDC, the central bank digital currency. If he would have just stuck to that, Trump, that has to be within the guidelines of the Constitution. Yeah. Okay, that's why it's by under central bank. But this right here, this digital currency, this stable coin, it's not held to the Congress of law and stuff like that, man. It's not held to that. So this dude Trump, right before our very eyes, he's violating you people's rights, man. Okay, so like I said, this is not America no more. You can't say I have my constitutional rights. It's over fucking with, man. Y'all got it.
Because if I may add too, because what that's doing is really alienating America from doing business with the foreign countries. You know, and one specific thing I've been kind of lightweight following is that Apostle Burkina with Abraham Traore, man. He had found a whole bunch of deposits of of all types of soil and oil and stuff like that. He's trying a way to get around American involvement in dealing with the country. He is trying to do business with because they want the dollar. He said, I'm going to do something to where we're not going to be dealing with America and their dollar, man. And he's dealing with people who are actually getting away from having America currency as a support, you know.
In fact, just you ain't got. I'm just gonna get straight to it. Don't. I'm just going because I was gonna head off on that, and I'm probably gonna get good for that one. But I was about to have a brother get this, but if y'all can remember, I think it was 2022, 23. When they had the trucker strike over there in Canada, man. Okay. When them people were protesting out there, and Prime Minister dude Justin, okay, they said like y'all better stop protesting because the truckers want to protest. Like I said, we ain't taking the vax, okay, we ain't taking the vax. They protested against that, and then as a result of that, the government said, listen, if y'all want to keep protesting against it, fine. They froze niggas' bank accounts, man. Just like that, man. Motherfuckers ain't had no access to shit, man. So with this stable coin, that we transferring to, you people act goddamn fool, man. Freeze. When you get back in good regards with us, with the government and stuff like that, then you'll get your money and so on and so forth, man. The point is, this man is going to manage you people through that digital currency, and like I said, he can be able to say what you can do and cannot do, and put restrictions on you. And now, like I said, financial freedom is gone, man. So you people are in for a surprise while you partying, bullshitting. Purchasing powers, chasing the bag. That nigga got your bag, man. Before you even get it, he got your bag. Go ahead, yo.
This is going to what you're talking about. This is Proverbs 16 and 29. It says a violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into a way that is not good. And see what Esau is doing, he's leading the people into a way that is not good, like the scripture I just read. The path that he's leading you on to is where he will literally become like a god unto you. Like literally where the money that you will earn in the near future will
will be based upon when and where you can spend it. That's God-like power, man. You know what I'm saying? Like here it is, bro. When you come on, man. When people get off work, man, you know you got your plans on whatever the fuck you want to spend it on,
man.
And that's in the law as well, bro. And you go to Deuteronomy, I think it's 14th chapter. You get your money, you spend it on whatever you know. Yeah, we'll go and get that, bro. RAWCHAA.
This is Deuteronomy 14, starting at verse 25.
That's the spirit, bro.
It says, "Then shalt thou turn in." So like it, Deuteronomy 14 and 24. Right. "And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose."
And just a backdrop of history here. When you go into this chapter, it's going into tithing, and then it's also going into the third year of the tithe. So when you tithe that third year, like I'm trying to speed this up. When you tithe, you know what I'm saying, and we read this. Everybody come together collectively, you know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to eat at the temple, whatever you brought up of your 10%, your tithes. But in that third year, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get beside the point, man. I just let the brothers keep going, man.
I'll read it for you. Deuteronomy 14 to 22. "Thou shalt truly all the increase of thy seed that the field bringeth forth year by year, and thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thy oil, and the firstlings of thy herds, and of the flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear the Lord thy God always. And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord YAHAWAH thy God hath blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thy hand, and shalt go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose."
Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, so going back to the point I was making as well. So yeah, you got people that make money off the job that they work, their wages and shit. And then here it is, you might have, a desire to spend that money on whatever it is your heart desire, you know what I'm saying, righteousness. And then this man in the near future, he's taking that away from you. He's taking that option away from you to spend your money on whatever you want to spend it on.
That's the next verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, verse 26, "And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God, and thou shalt rejoice thou in thine household."
Yep, you got a point.
Right, because China has social credit score, and it's gonna be here too, man. Because based on how you behave throughout society, that's what's going to be allow you access what you can do in society. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
And then too, if you don't like what you're saying, or if you post some shit, man, now you can take those funds away.
Yeah.
They do all the time. They show those guys make some racist remarks on television, and they get canceled for months, and they take shows away from the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing different.
Let's call it a language police.
They got it tied to the social media.
Because we go to the novel 1984.
Oh yeah.
You talk about different situations like people getting controlled and shit, and that surveillance, constantly watching over people, looking up people and shit. I was just reading something. I was gonna read a little bit.
They had a movie too, the 1948 movie.
What else? 1984 movie.
Yeah, we did.
I was gonna add to the brother my part, just finishing out the rest of the chapter, Deuteronomy 14 and 27. For edification's sake, all right, it says, "And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he hath no part nor inheritance with thee. At the end of 3 years, thou shalt bring forth all the tithe of thine increase the same year, and shalt lay it up within thy gates. And the Levite, because he hath no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger and the fatherless and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come and shall eat and be satisfied, that the Lord thy God may bless thee in all the work of thine hand which thou doest." So I added to the other my part, that's the third year that he was talking about, concerning the topic of lawyers, the Levites.
Yeah, because that third year of the tithe, like I said, you collected together for the Levi, the children, the orphan, you know what I'm saying, the fatherless, you know what I'm saying. So like I said, when you go into that whole chapter, you know what I'm saying, it's mighty as hell, man. And see, Esau, he don't think like the Heavenly Father. The Lord he created a system. When you look at our law, to where everybody is like taken care of. Even the damn heathens, bro. Like to a certain degree, like the Lord even like, cause in the kingdom of heaven, bro, you ain't gonna have a motherfucking heathen just on the nigga on the side of the street. You know what I'm saying? Him and his wife and his children. Like, no, that shit is ungodly, man. You know what I'm saying? At least get a man a dwelling place. Like the Heavenly Father, he's righteous, man. He ain't like this fucking devil, man.
Basic life needs and necessities, the basic things for life are fire, water.
Yeah, come on, man. That's scriptural, man. The book of Sirach, man. They'll tell you about a house that covers shame.
Yep.
Like these are things that, like, even like I said, even the heathens they gonna have in the kingdom, man.
You ain't to your point.
Yeah,
Heathens.
Yeah.
Like with King Solomon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, heathens.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
They
Take care of too.
they still, the scriptures tell you how the Lord gave landmarks and lands to every nation.
Yeah.
But what does this man do? He
removed the ancient landmarks.
He removes ancient landmarks and he sets military bases. He has that's called an occupation.
Yeah, that's it. Occupation.
Occupation, man. Because he wants to have that standing on right there, just in case things are not going his way. Okay. Yeah, garrison, and the ancient word, man. But point being is, you supposed to be within your borders, man. Okay, why does the U.S. have a military in damn near every region of the world, man?
Quick.
Okay, it's occupation, bro.
Quick question. This is Proverbs 15:27. It says, "He that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he shall live." And Esau Edom, he's greedy of gain. And he troubled his own house. So it is this man so greedy, got lands occupied by military bases, and then he brings trouble upon America itself, man. Because these people, they're gonna retaliate and they got problems with America, man. The end all be all result is that this place will and it needs to get destroyed, man. Because the man that's ruling this place is greedy as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he everybody's telling America, like, you need to stop backing up Israel. Yeah. Okay, because they have greedy game. It's like they have greedy game, not trying to close a peace deal. All right. And you know, that whole total dispute of everybody wanting peace in the Middle East. Yeah. Well, the small hats don't want that. These Israelis don't want that shit, man. So this dude being a greedy game, and then also they always want to fucking talk about us receiving welfare and money. These motherfuckers receive billions every year, man. Yeah. And the world is finding out about that, man. These are the welfare recipients and the children, the handout people, man. Yeah. They need to be called the handout people because that's all they get is fucking money left and right. That's how they ever live in the nice neighborhoods, drive cars, but they playing fucking victim. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, because like even now, like you got, because with the like it go on topic as well, because it's talking about the handout recipients. But now what Trump did with that big beautiful bill, where he clicked the food stamps. You know what I'm saying? So now a lot of people that was receiving those food stamps, because contrary to popular belief, it ain't just niggas that's receiving food stamps, man. It's other ones too, man.
To point out too, when you just said he clipping niggas for to save money, right? But where's that money going to? What is getting fixed out of this shit, man?
Well, it's going to the military defense budget.
The small hats,
hats, and it's going to, like I said, it's military defense budget, man. It's niggas
like the Lord.
Yeah. And when you look at the military defense budget, it's bigger than all the other military defense budgets combined. Combined. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Even the infrastructure budget. Go ahead.
I got something because y'all was talking about how about they're gonna have total control over your money and resources. So I just asked ChatGPT, can the government control your options or choose what and how you spend your money? It says yes, in theory, the government could control how you spend your money using a central banking digital currency that in traditional cash or even standard bank accounts. The extent that control depends on how CBDCs is designed and implemented. Here's government control could be enabled, and then it go into like different things. It says potential ways a government could control spending with CBDCs. It says can be programmed to allow or restrict certain types of transactions. The government could issue relief funds that can only be spent on food and rent and not on alcohol or.
That's what the link card is, man. You can't buy hot food. You know how they got it set up. It's already been set up that way. And even on those who don't have, you know, have cards, there's some card that you try to buy things online with. They restrict you from it. You know, you got the funds on that particular card because you don't deal with that particular bank or
category.
Yeah, you know, stuff like that.
Categorize everything, so it's gonna be limits to each category. Even though I got the money for it, you don't have enough for this transaction because you feel me? It's like, man, this shit about to get real.
Oh, and see, you said bank accounts, right? What's the part you read about bank accounts?
Jay said the link card. Chicago.
Oh yeah.
And you can't read it
It's
school.
Chicago.
I remember my point, but the brother said something about bank accounts. Now I typed in Google and AI.
I found it.
Yeah, go
It
ahead.
says there was traditional cash, even standard bank accounts.
And what's the top of your thing you reading?
It says, can governments control your options, what and how you spend your money?
Right. That's going to what the CDC does within the rules and regulations, right? Now I'm reading about stablecoin. It says AI over Google. It says, I said, do you need a bank account for stablecoin? It says no. You do not need a traditional bank account to use stablecoins. Stablecoins are digital currencies pegged to a stable asset like the dollar, US dollar. They can be stored and used within digital wallets without requiring a bank account. Here's why you don't need a bank account. Digital wallets, stablecoins are primarily used through digital wallets, which are essentially software that allows you to send, receive, and store cryptocurrencies. Now, the problem with that is there's no middleman. Okay, there's no you know how you got your bank and you look for fraud, and then you avoid certain taxes and all that stuff like that. The stablecoin, if they say we want to tax you on how much, whatever withdrawal we want, you know what I'm saying? We can do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, listen, this dude, he's going in, man. He ain't playing, man. This nigga diabolical, bro.
As we want, you gotta pay.
Yeah.
So the scripture said he was gonna do this. It's been written 1,000 years. You know?
And with your bank account, you can control what's being withdrawn, or what's the other word called when you put it in there? Deposit. With the digital currency, with this digital stable coin, he can withdraw. If you owe some type of payment, he can withdraw that shit, man. Okay, or he can put limits on how much you put in that motherfucker, man. This is the problem with the stable coin, this digital currency shit, man. See, like I said, it would have been cool if he went through the way of CBDC, because it's regulated through Congress. But now, just like Brother Rogers read, the stable coin, big corporations got their hand in this and created it and making regulations for it, man. Management in it, man. Okay. So this nigga, he about to fuck you people over, man. He's about to fuck you people over, man. Okay. Did it bring about a scripture or appreciate it. Somebody
This is First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Because that's actually, like you said, that's what this is basically is. That's why he passed the executive order about the homeless people. Like, he need everybody to be able to be on the grid, like to be able to be a part of the system, so that all can be one people. Like, when you limit it to certain things, that's literally making everybody one people. There's no there's no this or that. It's like y'all all are set to this system, you know. So that's what history repeats itself. You know, no upper class.
No lower class. Just the serfs and the vassals. You know what I'm saying? The serfs, they would be, like the governors and the satraps. You know what I'm saying? They over different states.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
and you see the whole world getting down with the system because the administration, the Trump administration, just put out an article. They said that the whole world should do on, and that's they said the whole world should do the whole world. How exactly read, but they paraphrasing the whole world should join in on a stable coin like Trump is pushing. You know what I'm saying? So they all is in cahoots with this new system, right? And what it's bringing to the world, man.
Yeah, because remember, you said they all in cahoots.
Cahoots.
I'm trying to remember that last part. It's like it, man.
They all in cahoots, and with because the Trump administration said the whole world should do what Trump is doing in terms of the stable coin. So they said they all in cahoots with how the system that's being placed for the whole world.
Okay, I remember now. It's like it, bro. You had a fucking brain for it, bro. Yeah, the reason why though they in cahoots is because remember America spearheads the beast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they all in alignment with whatever the beast agenda is. Mm-hmm. And then they also remember scripture talk about they said they shall give their power 1 hour with the beast. You know what I'm saying? So all these subordinate vassal states, mm-hmm. they're gonna give their power whatever they can lend to afford the beast system. They're gonna do that because they're in subjection unto the beast, man.
Yep.
You get that?
No, that's like what it just said in verse 42, and everyone it says that everyone should leave his laws. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta equate that to the nations as well. Like they're leaving their ways to join into the one system. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, because like I said, America has the power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then whenever you look at the history you read, QADASH, whenever the person, whoever the person was in power, they're gonna bend the knee. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's just how it is, man. Power is exercise, and they gonna like shit, man. We ain't got no military or whatever. We ain't got no power to come up against this individual or this nation.
War.
Right. You said what?
Who should make war?
Hey, come on, who should make war with the beast, man? So that's how it is, man. So right now they gonna whatever America throws out there. Right now, we're talking about the stable coin. What you think gonna happen next, man? These heathen nations gonna follow suit, man.
Because they all use the American dollar. They all, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They all profit from the world reserve currency. That's what the world reserve currency. You see?
Yep. Just like
that dollar is coveted. And then just the process we talking about the SWIFT system and
exactly.
We're going into that, with the what you call it, those different nations with Russia, and they created the BRICS nation. You know what I'm saying? They created a system similar to the SWIFT system so they can go around that motherfucking system. Because they being charged to use it. That's what it is. You get charged to use that system. So that's how these devils, because it's their system. They control it. They manufacture it. Yeah, that's the point. And then they just just greedy.
Right. Ain't no difference from the world went from not using gold and silver no more to using the dollar. Exactly. So it's gonna do the same thing.
Exactly.
Right, and then that brings back another point too, because I was mentioning earlier about how it's like unconstitutional. That's why they would do away with the constitutions. You know what I'm saying? But when you read Article 1, Section 10, it says it prohibits states from making anything other than gold and silver coin legal tender for paying debt. So really, you ain't even supposed to use any other currency in the
You're trying to devalue what real currency is.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically it. But then, that's why they created the Federal Reserve. You know what I'm saying? That's why they came together with that. You know what I'm saying? With that. And they call that bitch the creature from Jekyll Island. That was that beast. Yeah, that was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because they was coming together after the war.
Yep.
All the nations had met up. Yep. And they agreed to that shit.
That fiat currency go back to like Babylon, like that magic money.
This fiat mean what? Let
fake.
It be. Fake, let it be. Yeah, this nigga magically made up Monopoly money. Remember that game JV played? Monopoly.
Remember that game?
This nigga for real, right? This nigga made up. It's like this money don't mean shit. It's paper money.
Yeah. Go ahead, God.
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right. He had power. He is Esau. He had power to the image of the beast, meaning the Roman Empire, because it goes hand in hand with the dragon and the beast. Right? Go ahead.
The image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right. The Roman system, okay, and the Roman system took away all the kings, and you had senators, basically presidents, man. You know, you had a system where you vote that guy into office instead of an heir. All right, but now we're in Rome 2.0, okay, and what's the image that he wants you to make? This digital system now, okay? This digital system, this digital currency, like we've been going over, man. Okay, was there more on that?
No, they gonna keep going.
I think that was it. What you about to say?
That word killed right there. When you go, it's I forget the whole word, but the root word of that word killed is apo, which when you go into it, it says separation of the whole. You know what I'm saying? So to be exiled from out of society, like you're not gonna be able to have access like the ones who get down with the system. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole. The system is the whole. So being separated from the whole, we're gonna be killed, like physically and literally, like in terms of economically. You know what I'm saying? Being able to move through society like you once was.
Right, because you said it's all the time more. They got economic hit, man. Okay.
Because really we're just putting fancy words on things that's been happening anyway. Okay. Because when they run your credit, they deem you unworthy or untrustworthy to buy something. I was going to try to give me a free phone, bro. And told me I had to pay $25, bro. Yeah. But yet I still had all the necessary paperwork, you know, like what you asked me for, I got it. Yeah. You know, but because of whatever happened, you know, they got kind of janky at times. But it still runs with you though. So no matter, you know, like no matter what you try to participate in, they can give any rejection as a sign of like, oh, you're not trustworthy, you're not worthy, or you don't make enough, or X, Y, and Z to prohibit you from doing regular shit that you want to do. Yeah.
Now, big guy, that scripture you just read, those that don't make an image of the beast. This was the whole situation about Israel and Iran. Iran is the only country left that's not dealing with the central banks, man. Okay, and they want control of that government, but they're unhinged. They're not dealing with the small hats in their ways and the Babylonian way of life or the image of the beast. They're not making an image of the beast. So just like you said, QADASH, that word "kill" was basically like the outcast. Somebody that they outcasting Iran and saying, listen, these bastards got nuclear weapons. They're gonna destroy the whole world if we don't get them. Okay, but really they want a regime change, man. They want to get them niggas on their program, and if they ain't participating, okay, that's what they're doing. They do a smear campaign on niggas and saying these are the fucking terrorists of the T word of the world, man. We have to take care of them. Okay, you have something.
Yeah, you want Revelation 16:2, right?
Yeah.
You just might start from one.
You so
kind. This is Revelation 16:1. It says, "And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the veils of the wrath of Yahawah upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image." All right, and we go into all the time that with that noisome and grievous sword is what that canker that cancerous canker that's going to be caused by the MOTB, because they're going to have to make that decision, and then there's actual accounts of people getting sick. You know what I'm saying? Because people got it now. Like, don't make no mistake about it. It's people. Remember we were going to it was that club.
Fiji.
Club Baja. Club. I think it was Club Baja. It was over there. So I think it's Switzerland.
Yeah.
Spain, not Switzerland. Yeah. And that came out literally, damn near 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, it was longer than that. But the point I'm making is that people been had this, man. It just right now is not mainstream. You know what I'm saying? People got the MOTV right now.
Yeah, it's a community of Edomites.
Yeah, they what they call it, biohackers or whatever.
It's a community of Edomites somewhere in every state.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, cut you off. Who said that? Elon Musk. He said he wants to merge man with machine. Okay, but he don't know that machines, you know, those earthly components and metals and shit, they not meant to be compatible with the human body like that. This nigga, he's literally just like the literally trying to do what his words was just saying. Merge man with machine on that type of level, man. When really the body is perfect, it's just you're hindering it from its full potential, man.
Yeah.
Your bitch ass want to come up with a way where you know, like I said, you look at him, he's upgrading it. Like, we gonna get the upgrade, but he wants to do it through his own way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The wicked way.
And then like you made that point, like Esau, you know, see this dude. Don't let Esau fool you, man. Like how he operate, he'll let you think that man is weak. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need to upgrade, man. Like, dude, you poison everybody. You be like, no, like you see that this man is a demon, man. This man will poison you. And it was like I said, you gotta watch it, man. It was a scene on the movie because we spoke about George Orwell. It was a scene on this movie. It was based off the novel. It's called 1948. 1984. It's like 1984. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
You thinking of spoilers?
Yeah, I am, bro.
I think it was written 35 years prior to, you know, it was dated. That was the title of the book was 1984, but the year it was written in was 1949. So you were talking about futuristic shit. You were talking about, you know, I remember we talked about we into futurism. Going in on that. He was speaking about future events
that would take place now.
Really, he was prophesying.
Yeah,
he was telling you what they was gonna do, how they gonna surveil you, and control your, you know, the language police and the thought police. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come to your house because you're thinking something.
That's my report.
You wanna voice your opinion on social media, all these, you know, podcasts and niggas saying whatever the fuck they want to do.
Well, you negative. He want to get you thinking negative.
Yeah.
If he passed some type of law and then you got the chip in you, right? He's like, oh, that's okay. Well, now you about to cut you off, okay? And now you're gonna throw you in prison.
Yeah.
You gotta re-educate you.
Yeah. Well, that's all I was about to get at. It was on the scene on the movie. It was a scene when this dude was torturing the main character. And he like at first when he was torturing him, I believe that was his name. I guess I ain't seen the lyrics, but he was trying to break him. He was trying to break him. You know what I'm saying? Into accepting like the you know his will and the new world order. So at first he didn't break him, and then like after like day 3 or 4, he broke him in because at first he was asking him basic questions. He said, well, like, what's 1 + 1? And the dude would use logic like it's 2. And then after like the 4th day, he would say, he asked him the same question like, what's 1 + 1? Then he made him break. He made him break to whatever the fuck he wanted him to say. So if he say 5, and then he like, yeah, it's 5. So that's what Esau is doing in a nutshell. He's breaking people to make them accept his way. You know what I'm saying? To where you think you saying like, all right, this is all like when we saying stuff like a man don't need to be with a man, or a woman don't need to be with a woman. Esau is breaking you mentally and spiritually and physically to a point where you accept it to where now you're like, no, it's whatever the fuck I say.
While he's dangling a better lifestyle in front of you.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know, this man, the way he rules and the way he's doing things is wicked, man. It's wicked, man. He gotta be stopped, man.
Yeah, they got they have I forgot what it's called, but it's dealing with the biometric system.
Yeah.
You know, which is a part of it, but they got it to where I know brothers probably peeped it too with their phones, like to the brain. When you don't even gotta say nothing no more. Like the brain waves is connected to the devices, like so it's like sending signals to it. So then when you scrolling, it'll bring up like
I noticed
you know what I'm saying. I'm sure brothers peeped it. Your
algorithm, you be thinking about certain shoes, and then in an ad, it had like the shoes you thinking about.
Yeah, and YAHAWAH posted it, and I went into it. That shit crazy, but it's going into the biometric. Like it's because of the face scanning technology that they have on the phones. It's able to radiate off the waves off your brain and shit. So
that's crazy.
Just to add, because I know the elder Kamiyah just mentioned that. I forgot what you said, but that's what's connected to it as well. Yeah, the biometric system.
This is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he call it? A totalitarian. Police state. We're gonna be a police state. That's what's coming.
Well, just like
the prophets of the Lord, we warning you. You know what I'm saying? That's what's coming. Just like like we mentioned George Orwell, he ain't no prophet, but the Lord used heathens too. Yeah. To speak the truth. And people just in general will speak the truth, man. But that's what's coming to this place, a police state. Yep. The elder I Diana was mentioning earlier how they gonna call America be, basically like privatizing themselves, if you will, for lack of a better term. There's other prophecies coming, Jacob trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what this gonna lead to.
Police state.
Yeah, police state, but order out chaos first. First the chaos gotta come. So that's what shit like this gonna lead to. You know what I'm saying? When you doing this, you passing the legislations, but then you're not asking the people. That's just like Britain did to the 13 colonies. That says you write laws and tell people what they gonna do.
Public ain't agree with that.
We agree that we had no representative to speak on our behalf. So it's like the same thing now. Right, but now you got it's different. You got the fucking the plebeians, the patricians, the modern day, the fucking Democrats and Republicans. You got the politicians. And then you got the constituents. The constituents is the people who the politicians represent. You stupid niggas. That's what you always do, voting for wards and all this other goofy ass shit, man. And these niggas hand in hand with the B system. It's a pyramid. It's a Ponzi scheme.
You sold out.
It's like a pyramid. It goes up higher than them.
Yep.
They just a lower part of the system, man.
But all them terms they use, what do you call it? What do you call it? The old Roman system with the the two horns like a lamb. Patricians, ain't nothing but rich and poor. Yeah. And that's what it always boiled down to when it came to a break of society on the collapse. The riches versus the poor right now, man. And the poor is speaking out because the rich is oppressing the poor, and they just a greedy gang. These niggas is getting tax breaks. Okay, they're hoarding all the wealth to themselves, with a point where the average everyday person, it was mentioned how the big beautiful bill cut off welfare, or we get Medicaid, higher restrictions on it. So you got to work certain hours and all stuff like that. Meanwhile, like I said, these bastards are spending their money and they got their wealth and they just living comfortably and stuff like that.
But it always been like that. When you watch them old movies, like them ancient war movies and shit, you always had some pompous ass king, you know what I'm saying? It's people with him, like the authors and shit like that. Hello, they always had like the king and shit like that, nigga eating grapes and, you know what I'm saying, got a slaughtered lamb, you know what I'm saying? Like, like
the story of the Lord used. The rich man, you know what I'm saying? They tell you how he was fare sumptuously. So you got the ones that fare sumptuously. You know what I'm saying? Live deliciously, live delicately every day. Wearing silks and the best robes. You know what I'm saying? They're driving the best cars in the. I'm talking about bro living it up.
Nigga in the midst of people poor as hell, like in them ancient movies, they got gold on and silk robe and he. What's dog? I'm saying
that's that movie. This is Elysium right here. Man, they riches living all wealthy and good up there. They had good healthcare and stuff. People it took place in LA. People was poor. You know what I'm saying? He had still niggas working in them damn factories. And whip your ass, have robot whip your ass.
Bro, look, and then too, look, if you notice, like even now, like when you look at the presidential, like any of these campaigns or any of like these politicians, like look at the actual look at these niggas. They be healthy for the most part. Like them niggas be in their 60s and 70s, they got perfect teeth, you know what I'm saying? He ain't walking with no limp. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
it's like I got you. Remember every time they do, we come to the raising the debt ceiling, whether the government will shut down or not. These assholes always say, "No, we gonna take a break. We gotta take a break first, and then we gonna get to your motherfucker." You got it.
I was talking about like even one example was like when Trump, situation going on. This nigga was at Mar-a-Lago at his golf course. There's a whole situation going on, and Trump ain't nowhere to be found. But
good.
That's how they live, man.